the fuck just happened? What was that?
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Man, what the... Oh, what happened?
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
I didn't even see a crime. Welcome back to the channel, though. We're recording live from the mothership. I almost said recording live. How's everybody doing? You good? Good.
He's good looking for a policeman.
A fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
We seen you here before, you criminal ass bitch.
As long as the bricks
How often
hold
you
up
spend
San Quentin, always
in
be killers
prison?
from town to center.
Or the precinct, shall I say. She here every other day. She was part of one of our other cases. How's everybody doing, though?
You ought to meet
I honestly don't know what we are doing. I didn't see any crime committed
Greetings
at the
from
beginning.
sunny California. When's it gonna stop?
Y'all already know we want to check if I got any new outfits. No, okay, let's keep going. This can't be all that. You know what? This one matches the vehicle, though, so I'm a chill. I'm be good with it.
You're behind the wheel.
I don't know what's happening right now, but I guess we're gonna find out when we hit this objective. Is this not a traditional
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows make it the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
But I ain't making first base if you never catch the dude. Like, there's no point getting to first base if you get struck out at second. Doesn't matter. We need to make the home run. We need to get to fourth.
Detectives,
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
scene is secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body?
Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death?
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Alright, well, let's get to work. Well, let me get to work. My partner he's no help, so it's all down to Phelps. Same signs, her head looked bashed in, though.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
That rope, the rope marks look so much bigger than the rope actually was, though. Like, nothing. Let's check the other hand, though. The other hand is where the problems arise with the wedding rings. Nothing. Hey, we're making progress. I mean, she's still dead. My bad. No, I don't want to check the bitch's fingers again. Is that everything? That's everything to do with her? First things first, let's go. Let's not yet. Let's check everything first. Everything I can find.
Incidental.
What do you mean incident? Who leaves $5 on the floor for no... Why? Pick that up, Phelps. This is nothing.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Well, I know that.
No drag marks. Killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
Alright, so we got A, B. Let's head over to C. What's this? Tire marks?
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
So he drove her up in here, hopped out, carried the bitch over, lay her down by the tree. Sickos! You sick motherfuckers! Alright, now let's try and get our clues up. Not the clues. What are we looking for? Intuition. Alright, we got all the clues. Excellent. That's a little quick tip for you guys. Always check your thing before you leave a scene, and it will let you know if you've got any more clues to find or not. So at least check to see if there's any more. You don't want to leave a scene with clues left over if you can actually try and find them.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
So off the bat, I'm a good copper. Because why would she come all this way to help us and then us be mean to her? That ain't right.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
I almost accused her by
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Bitch, this is real life. We ain't talking about no comic books, talking about hobo leader.
Anything I can do to help.
Fake ass statements out
think
here.
that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Shut up. Shut up. Bringing over fake statements. I don't believe a word she says. She's high. She said hobo leader, hobo camp. Disfigured face. Hook for a hand. This is real life. People are dying. Coming out here straight off the crack pipe. Telling stories.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thank you.
We called to find a hobo camp. We ain't gonna check about the dry
Can you
cleaners
keep
or
things under
nothing.
control until Pinker and Carruthers finish up?
Sure, Detective. We'll stay out of their way.
Where's my car? I thought we was calling about a dry cleaners location or something. He's calling about a hobo camp. You know there ain't no hobo camp, Phelps.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Fake.
Where are we headed?
Hobo camp. It doesn't exist. She was high off of her mind.
You can drive.
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written onto them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
I'm tired of this partner. He's such an ignorant as fuck. No message, so it can't be the same dude. Maybe he didn't have nothing to say this time, Rusty. You ever think about that? Maybe he just didn't have a quote to write on the body this time. You know when you make an Instagram quote and you gotta listen to music before you write the caption just so it's fire? Maybe he wasn't listening to nothing when he wrote this caption. Like, we got other things to go by to say it's the same dude. Now, I'm not saying it's definitely the same dude.
At least the
I'm
range
saying they're linked.
We can change back into those white bucks now.
They are linked one way or another, sir.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look.
Don't you run now.
You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
Alright, we got the laundry letter. The laundry letter. God damn it, I forgot a number already. I forgot the number. Man, go up. I almost had it. Well, no, I said I almost had it. I just had it and then I forgot it. F1363. Marvelous.
Mrs. T. Terrellson, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
Now I get a feeling there will be something else in there, but at the end of the day, it's just a dry cleaner. I feel like there will be something else in here, but it most likely isn't. But let's check the clues just in case. Yeah, there ain't no clues in here. What y'all think? I'm thinking I might do a couple episodes of this streamed every now and again, just for the sake of it. And you guys can watch me live. You guys can help me make decisions if you feel like you know what it is.
You know the way. You can drive. And where exactly are we going?
Well, we ain't going to the Hobo camp. We know that for sure, because it don't exist. Goddamn department playing games with me too, playing along. Hobo camp is at this address.
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
You're just fat, that's who you are. You're just fat and stupid and ignorant. Ignorant! But yeah, leave a comment if you think I should stream this game. And I'll let you guys know when it's coming. Follow me on Twitter and you'll find out these things. Alright, let's head up. Yeah, we're gonna use that straight away. Let's check around back. She got two kids right there. Sitting down, they look like they a little bit of TV. Hope they ain't watching that Rick and Morty. You're too young! What's this clue here? Is it in the boat or something? What's happening?
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
And it's caught at the bottom. Interesting. Interesting it is. Alright, let's go up inside. Let's introduce ourselves to Mama. Hopefully she's fine. And single. Most importantly, single.
Hello? Yes?
Damn it.
Detectives
You're
Phelps
mad.
and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress,
Lord.
open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Terrellson? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news.
She gone.
Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Terrellson?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Terrellson, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's
that...
procedure. You see to your girls.
Where are you going? You got some big ass heads. Keep walking, little girl. Who you turning to? Eat your goddamn dinner.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
We would like Mommy to come home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Terrelson?
Hey, don't let me
Let
come
him
up
search.
in there. She turned around, she
Yeah,
looked at me
nothing to
like,
hide.
I will pimp hand.
You want to hear something funny, Terrelson? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules him out as a suspect.
Alright, well, we go search. Rusty gives no fucks. This dude, he has no
I wonder
chill.
why the picture was turned down.
He looks like someone in that picture. I can't put my finger on it.
Need to check if she was a regular.
Baron's Bar. 'Cause you know these incidents, they come straight from they come straight from pubs and bars and shit.
This
They
isn't what we're
drinking.
looking for.
Let me check real quick. I wanna see statistics maybe. I wanna know what cases are we still working traffic? Cause I didn't see no relation to traffic in this case. But did we get promoted? I can't distinctly remember. We working? Oh, well, I still got the same partner, so I must still be traffic.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Templetons. She got golden brooch.
Nothing significant.
That ain't significant. I don't know. A little bit of a coincidence. They both got golden jewelries.
Baron's Bar again. Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
So maybe he's mad that she's always at the bar while they got two.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Yeah, you ain't got a problem with that, right? I hope. Let me read this letter. What's this, a to-do list?
Not much help.
Food for the needy, holiday, collection drive.
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
Phelps, stop talking to them like they run shit. This is my house for these hours that I'm here.
So she went out without her handbag? She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
Teresa Charleston. Charleston. Brown eyes, blonde hair, white. 1920. I've never actually thought about when this game is set. I obviously know it's a long time ago.
At least she was spared that particular indignity.
But how long after the war is it?
You can see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene.
More size 8s. It's always the size 8s. See, now I don't think it could all be one guy. Like, putting this stuff together. But all the murders are definitely related in one way or another. Is that all blood?
Ours was out in the rain last night.
Oh. I was about to say, that is too much damn blood. Alright, so he was out in the rain last night. We know that. We're going to use that when we question him. I don't think they'd say it as fact if it's not.
For the record, Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Alibi.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
Oh, that seems a little bit weird to me.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Yeah.
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Baron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
I like that. See, we actually learned something that time about a relationship.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
I say I would go good cop, but he didn't. Yeah, he didn't do anything. He didn't let me know anything. So I feel like we have to pull something out
For
of
the
him.
record, Terrence, did you kill your wife?
I didn't want to.
Oh my God. No. I didn't kill my wife. And fuck you for suggesting it.
I didn't want to suggest. That wasn't. See what the game does to you? It's crazy.
Mr. Terrelson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
That's bullshit, guys.
Spill it, Terrelson. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing.
You just said
We
that.
only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
Oh, that was the easy one. There's no way I was getting out.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. I played out my hand and drove home here. Paid the sitter and went to bed.
I am going to... Should I risk it with the wet jacket and accuse him? Should I do that? Let's use the intuition point. We only got one left. Let's go ahead and do that. So it ain't bad cop. So it's good cop or accuse. That doesn't really help. Those are my two options anyway. I'm going for it, man. You only live once!
You didn't come straight home, did you?
And how do you figure that?
Cause your jacket's wet. That ain't a reason. That ain't a reason, bruh. It ain't a reason.
You were out in the rain. You got soaked, Lars. We found your wet weather gear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I said. This cute little brunette was hitting on me.
Trash!
Teresa noticed. I was half cut.
Men are trash!
I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Terrelson. You'll need to go downtown to identify your wife's body.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, if you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life. We could break the husband's story right now. Call in, get some uniforms dispatched.
Rusty, you are trash. He stood up, he said, you give in to broads, you give in to them your whole life. Tell me how that's supposed to help my man who just lost his wife. Tell me how. How's that supposed to help anyone?
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks for your help.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna leave you. I hope you and your kids enjoy life without your wife. Peace.
Appreciate your time, sir.
No, he just ruined everything I said. I said that whole sentence, and he goes, appreciate your time, sir. Alright. They ain't even gonna say anything about the rope that was there.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
Hobo camp. Get out of here with your stories. You liar.
This guy's story
kind of rings true.
I ain't buying it. Hobo camp with hobo leader. Like so just a whole bunch of hobos coming out, and one of them puts his arms out. Says, I am the king of the hobos. I am here to relinquish the power of humanity. Join me. And then he has that apocalypse pie. He's just gonna put his hand on someone's face and they're gonna turn into stone. The hobo leader.
Drink?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough. This about Teresa Terrelson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again? God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
He was out. Interesting.
What time did Teresa leave?
Around 10:30, I think.
On foot? In a car? By bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you get the number?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Put out an APB on the cab. 3591. Should be traceable.
Alright. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your help.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope. I didn't get that.
I think you guys.
She was murdered, Benny. Brutally murdered. If you like this lady, you should give us something.
You telling me I'm not cooperating? Watch it, pal.
Oh my god. So, I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say anything.
Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking hobo. He wasn't here last night?
I get plenty of bums in here. But nothing to fit that description.
No, he was lying!
Not a chance. By the sound of it, he's the type of bum you send packing right when he walks through the door.
You want us to catch the guy, sir. We need information, not cute answers and delaying tactic.
I do my best, goddammit. What do you want from a guy?
Any of your regulars know the broad?
Ask him yourself.
LAPD, keep your seats, boys. This won't take a second.
Why are you gonna go up and run though? Why would you do that?
Can't let the son of a bitch get away.
Why would you do that rather than just not saying anything? Yo,
Go, Phelps,
you don't
get
make
after
no
it.
sense.
Come on, gotta ride. Get in and drive.
Y'all know every time I get into one of these chases now, the game won't. Damn it! Come back! Oh, I was supposed to drive? There's a possibility we might be taking the L right here. Get in, Phelps! Rusty,
No time to wait, Rusty.
I swear to... Rusty! Leaving your ass behind, Rusty. Let him get away, you stupid Rusty! Why is he even my partner? The man is unqualified for this job.
I thought you were gonna leave me there.
Who knows what this guy will pull when he's cornered? We could have a killer on our hands.
Oh! Rusty is trash, bro. Look at this dude. Somebody look at this.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
I ain't listening to
I don't
nothing
think the
you
killer
say,
would
man.
be kicking
You
back
say
in the
that
bar
every
where
time.
he
Then
met
you
the
ask me
victim.
to ram
Listen, a
it.
creature of habit is your killer. For some reason, they're sticklers for routine. Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Man, shut up. Shut up. Let me do my job. We're gonna ram
Hit it. Clean this asshole off the
See,
road.
now you're telling me to hit him because your shot isn't good.
All right.
Is you good?
You got me. I've had enough.
Pull your gun out. Shoot him in the head. Shoot him in the head.
Hands behind your head. Name.
Richard Bates. What is it you want?
I'll ask the questions. Firstly, why did you run?
I don't mix with cops if I can help it.
That's a lie, man. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
I'm in the clear on that. She preferred a sailor. You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Do you want my partner to sap you? Tell us what we want to know.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your Salty had the same idea.
Who's Salty? I don't know who Salty is.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Find him a cozy cell. Shut up. Shut up, Phelps. Everybody's getting on my nerves in this video. People keep lying to me.
You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
You telling me now I ain't even gonna let him drive? I want to drive to this imaginary. We're going straight to imagination land. Talking about hobo count. I mean, we know there are hobo counts. We told you talking about hobo leaders.
KGPL.
KGPL. Go ahead, 11 King.
Why is it not marked? It's because it's
an
not
APB
real.
out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Relay all sightings to 11K.
It's not
I think
real.
we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
Let's go ahead and use this mobile. I keep saying mobile. It ain't mobile. I don't know why. Who we need to call this time? Who we calling? Phelps got too many hoes. Too many
Phelps,
hoes.
badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Boundary Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man.
Thanks, man.
James Jessup. We're already on our way somewhere. We're gonna finish where we're going, because we started this hobo leader shit, so we're gonna finish it. Let me just go and get my friends from Justice League of America.
Response on your APB regarding yellow cab number 3591. 11K, yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer, 11K.
Huh? I don't know why my objective just changed.
Where's that cab got to now?
I don't know, Rusty. We are both on our way to find out. You idiot. Let's turn. That time was trash. My bad. I thought I could turn a whole lot faster than that. Turns out we couldn't. These sirens are kind of trash sometimes, bro. He just went into my way.
11K, further on your APB on yellow cab number 3591.
Damn! My bad.
Cafe.
Now you gonna stop.
On Whitmer. KGPL clear.
Alright, let's go over here. Let's have a little word with my boy.
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's Bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It was a green dress. Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about her.
She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30? Something like that.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
We run up on him and dragged him out his cab. And then we started getting all nice with him.
211 is shots fired, 410 South
Well,
Flower
finished.
Street.
We go. Let's go. I'm in the mood now. I'm in the mood to talk some hobos. I want to see the setup. I got a feeling we're gonna turn up and it's gonna be some savior shit. There's gonna be one Negan step out like Negan. The rest of them behind him, they gonna be whistling. They're gonna say, "This is Lucille." I guess if he's gonna be Negan, I go up and wreck. Do you ever shut the hell up? Nope. That's my Negan voice. Nope. What is this? What's this radio station? I'm trying to shut it off. Shut it off. Damn, I didn't want that camera in. I just hearing some heavy breathing down in that radio station.
You wouldn't have such a headache if you didn't take so many cocktails before dinner. Why do you do that, Tom?
Sorry, Brad, if you die, it wasn't my fault.
Why?
Damn, this hobo camp is full. Does this shit even really exist? I'm skeptical. But now I want to see it. There we go. We're coming up. We're pulling up on it. Pulling up on these nickels. We pulling up on these nickels.
Always bother. Leave me alone. I fought. Where's my wife? Nobody cares about me. I took a
We're looking for a tall man with a disfigured face. Do you know him?
Huh? What? I fought in 2 wars, you know, son. I think I earned some peace and quiet.
The bum isn't here.
What are these people?
We should follow their lead. These guys can wait.
Oh, y'all kidding me. Oh, fuck this whole fake cost. She telling stories. Get out of the car, Phelps. I ain't driving this one.
You can drive.
Tell lies. Hobo leader. They throwing fireballs and key blasts and kamehamehas and beers was there. Fake ass fantasy sci-fi fit. I can't believe she just wasted my time like that. We on a strict schedule for this walkthrough, and she wasted my time. Trying to keep these videos under an hour, and she wasted my time. She run up on us telling us folk tales. God damn it. Your boy's tired too. I'm tired, man. Alright. What was the name? Jessup?
He's in interview 2.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Alright, so he found out he was in a suspect.
Yeah, I'm
he
thinking
came
of moving
down
up to
here
45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
before we could go to him. Is that right? Y'all can never find these rooms, bruh. There we go.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup, so it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning. You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
He's pointing the finger directly at you, Jessup.
I only had 1 night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some action. I belted him. I'd do it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup.
That's what
You went to Barron's Bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrellson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
So you tried to make a woman who was incredibly drunk?
Look, I'm not proud of myself, but I never hurt her.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
It's not how I'd put it.
Oh, so what's so funny, sir? You made me sick. So what do I'm not entirely sure. Back up? I don't know.
So the last thing you wanted was her playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do. Dancing comes second.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing. Not even a little hand relief. She had another couple of drinks. There was no fun left in her. Just poured her guts out to some bartender.
We're about to go 4 for 4 from the
Where
field.
did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab, and I caught a bus back to the base.
Do we have anything to tell him he lying? Do we have anything to tell him he lying? Do we have... Ooh. Well, nah, I doubt that's got anything to do. But I found that interesting. Say it, boat. You know. None of this has anything to do with him. So we're just going to go back up.
We spoke to the cab driver. Tell us what really happened at the Crystal Ballroom.
I'd had enough. She was all upset about her husband bawling about her kids. She looked old. Left around closing, maybe 1:30. Got on a bus and she fell asleep on my shoulder.
Which bus?
An All-American 249. I went past her place. She jumped off and I stayed on it downtown. After that, I caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there. She's being scrapped.
And that was the last you saw of Teresa.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't say much. I think she was kind of embarrassed.
We're holding you till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
I just went 4
Can you
for
put the guy in
4
2 in a cell and inform the commander?
field.
Sure,
Lay
detective.
Up, dunk it. We hit him jump shots.
Got a
Fade
message for
away
you.
like Eric
Sighting of
Yabadoo.
your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the Beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
I wasn't listening. My
What
bad.
now?
Thinking about
Drive all the way to San Pedro and check his locker?
Let's see if the bus story checks out.
There's a depot at 1660 Beverly Boulevard.
My bad, fam. I was in the middle of bragging about
You
my
drive.
field excellence.
I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Y'all think a hobo killed the woman though? I don't know about that. I don't think that's what happened. And I ain't too worried about any other side.
3
objective
suspects in the
today.
can and 1 on the hoof. And still no hard evidence on any of them.
KGPL to car 11K. 11K, come in.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game is breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown, Cole.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
KGPL, we have Lars Terrelson picked up.
11K, roger.
His game was breaking up around midnight, so that means that he didn't leave until midnight, which means that what time did they say the cab driver said that he dropped him off around midnight. I assume the husband would have been drunk. Oh, I don't know. We need some more information to piece this together, people. Why are we at a bus depot? Is this the lengths you have to go to be a detective? Because I'm not interested. I wouldn't be down for that. The dude told us he caught a bus back. If it's me, I'm just believing him. Why would I not believe him? Why are we going to investigate his choice of bus? I'm damn sure we're going to leave with some clues lying around that we missed.
And thank you, ma'am. You have a safe trip now. Where are you boys headed today?
LAPD. We're after the driver of All-American 249. Would have been around midnight onwards last night.
Just a minute. Frank Zeffirelli. He's your man.
Where can we find him?
Frank is out on the 7-4.
Can you tell us the route?
Hang on. I should have it mapped out here somewhere.
Phelps out here yelling at ladies. Bunch of streets.
I'll need to run the loop.
I'm gonna go and locate a bus.
We're not going to drive the whole thing, are we?
Won't take long. We have a siren.
Yo, being a detective seems cool in the movies, but this game makes it seem terrible. Don't know what they want to do with all this extra stuff. driving the bus, boy? I should have went to the hobo camp. Found a hobo leader. None of these. We don't want none of these objectives. Is he in? No. Fat as hell.
All-American 7-4. Let's go get him.
My bad, bro. I'll pay for that. No, I won't.
This could be a long trip, Cole.
Or it could be a short one.
And here's me without my hip flask and only a pain in the ass for company.
Way to kick off the drive in high spirits, Rusty. Comments like that put me in just the right mood for some legwork.
Touchy.
You know what your problem is? You don't like hard work. This kind of rigorous search is what police work is all about. Discipline.
Save it, Phelps. You're just as bored as I am.
I ain't gonna lie, I might be with Rusty on this one. This is long as hell. Your job, long as hell. I don't even know why we're looking for this bus. Are we trying to confirm his alibi that he got off at a different stop from her? What was that zigzag, fam? My man's whole car just swiveled. My man just made his whole car just do the Harlem shake. Trick me!
Nope, still no sign of him.
Did you doze off, Rusty? I think you slept through my solving the case.
Yeah, very funny. You just give me a nudge if you see him.
How about you nudge me?
I think that's a job for your wife.
Oh, Rusty.
Yo, these dudes driving the whole goddamn road.
That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
There's some kind of problem, buddy?
LAPD, we're investigating a murder. You had a sailor and a woman in a green dress on your bus late last night?
That's correct.
And the woman got off first, around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's right. And the sailor stayed on all the way to downtown.
Can you tell us where you let the woman off?
On California Street. To tell you the truth, she looked a little lost, like she got off on the wrong stop or something. I didn't like dropping her off near that hobo camp.
You've been a big help, Mr. Zeffirelli.
I mean, has he? I didn't learn nothing new!
Boy escaped by the seat of his bell-bottom trousers.
I didn't learn anything
Left her by the hobo
new.
camp.
Which means he's as good as killed her.
We can't eliminate any of them, but the disfigured man should be our starting point.
I'm gonna call for some backup. We both hate cops.
We're looking for a tall, disfigured man at the camp.
Could be difficult. Most bums look deformed to me.
Come on, Rusty. This isn't gothic fiction. Hobos are just like you or me. They're just men who've fallen on hard times.
You ain't much of a detective, Phelps, if you think a hobo's like me. Clue number one, how do I smell?
Of alcohol and stale sweat. You know, I may be onto something here.
Very funny, Phelps.
My dude said stale sweat. Y'all know how long you gonna be sweating for your sweat to get stale? Boy, Rusty's unhygienic. He ain't clean. Rusty ain't cleansed by the holy water. Shotgun out. You are so reckless. He ain't tool though.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far. I need you to stay copacetic, Phelps. We need to hold out to the cavalry round.
How do we do that?
Like this. Buckshot, keep him down, Phelps.
You want your rightful share?
I can't even
Disciples know what you did last night?
Yo, I'm a little bit out of the loop. I don't fully understand how this man is a police officer. It doesn't make any sense. He just pulled out his shotgun and killed an innocent civilian for no apparent reason. It doesn't make any sense.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman. We're taking you downtown.
You can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese have already done.
Rusty really pulled out his shotgun and blasted a probably innocent civilian to whole her.
The Kremlin's over here,
Oh.
Phelps. Toss it, see what you find.
It's crazy, man.
Optimistic, Cole.
I mean, okay, if you say so. He got somebody's wallet. He been robbing bitches. I purse. She got about 60 cents. She got about 60 cents in her bag.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Okay. Interesting. He got bullets on the table. That's not a good sign for you, bro. That's pretty much condemned you.
Looks familiar. Safe bet it'll match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna condemn you right here. We got ourselves a newspaper, the first newspaper in a while. Goons fighting dope war.
Still working, Jack. I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack. Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney. We need your help, Jack. I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't watch 90% of that. I don't really know what's going on with these flashbacks. I don't entirely understand. There's some drugs flying around. People are pushing dope. Sheldon seems to be some type of drug. I don't know, man. I don't even see how this relates to the whole story. It's a little bit weird. Y'all hear that? I hear somebody crying. Ma'am. Follow the sobbing sounds. Maybe this dude got something to tell us.
Isn't he the cop they've been talking about?
Running at him like the Terminator. He ain't got nothing to tell us. This is a big ass community you guys have here. Damn, we're most definitely gonna miss something from this spot.
I'm willing to bet we are. Because
America gonna understand. It's not about getting, it's about giving.
Hey, how do you end up
You read
here?
about the woman who stabbed her husband and then pushed him in front of the car? That's the cop who caught her.
You are the bartender who was there. Bruh, I'm sorry how your life turned upside down, man. I wish I could help you, but go ahead and subscribe to the channel, Rain Kerosene, R-A-I-E. I just spelled it completely wrong. Never mind, bruh. It's all good, man. You know, if you had internet, you could watch the videos. You don't. How do I get out of this little spot I found myself in here? There we go. I can't believe that's dude. That's where we just came from. I'm gonna leave. I don't think I'm gonna find anything else. Let's check my intuition. We might just have all the clues. Or maybe it's because we can't use any that they won't show us anyway. But fact of the matter is, episode's been going on damn near an hour. I'm trying to do an episode, a case of video. But that ain't easy. Again, I ain't gonna drive. This would be taking a whole lot longer if I was driving everywhere too.
Fine. Where are we headed?
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession and we can charge the bum with murder.
But
is that the right thing to do? See, my thing now is someone's gone out of their way to make these killings look like the Black Dahlia killings. My question is why? Like, even if this dude did do it, there are similarities to the Black Dahlia murders, and I don't understand why. That's why I find interesting. Because look, he's obviously used the same type of rope, strangled her, beaten her, and he's obviously left her out there for people to see the same way the Black Dahlia killers left their victims.
Ackerman, you were in the Marines.
How do you know?
The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower duty. That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower detail. What kind of a government puts weight like that on a man's shoulders?
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
This dude, he don't look like a hobo, bro. This dude look dapper with a waistcoat.
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrellson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
I'm sending you to jail for that one right there.
You hate women, Ackerman?
More than you could ever imagine.
How much did you hate Mrs. Terrellson?
I ache to put my seed in them. Afterwards, I have no use for them.
Okay, bro, I hear that.
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrellson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill? I have many places. I go where I please.
You ain't helping me.
You are clearly insane, Ackerman. The state of California does not execute mental patients.
I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile.
We don't need you around 2 a.m. last night.
At the camp.
You have an alibi? Someone reliable. Someone who will be around on the day of the trial.
Fuck your trial. The capitalist system needs another victim from amongst the masses. So be it.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
Well, that was easy, wasn't it? There we go. We should just went straight to the hobo camp. He didn't come out like Negan
Down on
though.
his luck, I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society, I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Threes of Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Nah, don't say two. Don't say two, because that implies Rusty's doing some work. He ain't doing nothing but shooting innocents and talking shit. 17 out of 17 clues found. 14 out of 17 clues, questions, correct. Whole load of vehicle damage, whole load of city damage, no injuries. She might have justice if Stuart Ackerman is pronounced fit to stand trial. Well, I'm willing to say he won't be. That dude didn't seem sorry at all. Let's go see if we get another cutscene and I'm out.
And now my heart's a blazing ruin. You say that you were only fooling. Don't walk away. Don't do me wrong. Don't leave me singing this torched song when I'm burning.